make sure you pause and read that disclaimer. This video is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, but it's just my opinions and experience. So, what I do want you to know is that one licensed signal provider, okay, from South Africa, the country of South Africa, yes, I just exposed that there are some people in in countries with corruption who are now paying their way for them to be licensed mentors. So you now can no longer trust any mentor only on the basis that he's registered with the regulatory authority of a country. Okay, especially if it's a country with at least significant amount of corruption. So you definitely now have to do your own research to make sure that the mentor or service provider will be consistently profitable. So I'll just play what he said.
A controversial one, that I hope maybe they're hearing this. I feel like it shouldn't end at amateuristic rap. Because here's the thing, people are paying to be licensed now. There's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm a scammer and I've got enough money to pay for licensing, it actually doesn't take away. And I think that's also been my concern, is that, okay, cool, I know licenses can be, but isn't that supposed to be like the way to limit the scamming? Yeah, so that's why I said that the nice thing that once you're regulated now, it makes it, regulation makes it easier for the regulator to deal with the issue that you have with the person. It's literally in the name, regulate. It's not supposed to stop, or now people can't trade, or now people can't send signals or links or what. But it's supposed to make sure that the person who's doing it is doing it right. There's something called TF.
So anyway, I don't even understand why he's saying he sees no problems with people paying for licenses, because no one should be buying a license. You should actually qualify to do whatever service you are supposed to do or have any license. And this actually now means that you really have to make sure that the trade histories also you see from people who provide trading services are legit. So the only ones left which are still legit with no doubt are investor passwords and also verified broker statements from reputable and audited companies. Okay, not Kinfo or TradeZella analytic softwares. Those companies are not regulated. The CEOs could be bribed, and also even most people who use Kinfo or such services don't even give the links for you to browse through the profile yourself. They only show photos or videos, and they don't even now check to see if they don't even show you where you can actually see the broker's actual server name. So someone can connect a demo account which it doesn't have real money, or maybe even a fake white label server broker which isn't a real regulated broker, and they can edit the trades. Also, even if they open their own prop firm, they can even also edit their trades, since prop firms are also not regulated. And traders who really know what they are doing say when you are just vetting for trade histories, like I told you before, a good standard of consistency would be at least 1 year with at least 100 trades. Although for institutional based strategies like the ones I use, which have open sessions and also trading with buyers, those are stronger. You just need at least 20 samples. That is what we use. And if you are maybe considering to look at those who are trading on higher time frames, obviously you would need the same number of sample of trades on a longer period of time, of course, since 1 year won't be enough for like swing trading. But what I do when I'm considering looking at other mentors or trade maybe other types of derivatives I don't trade, and I want lessons on their basics of those derivatives, I actually consider even trade histories of as long as 3 months at least, because I saw in my 5 year trading experience that trade histories of 6 months usually differ with that of 1 year, with a plus or minus 5% win rate, whilst those of 3 months, in my experience, I saw them to differ with trade histories of 6 months with plus or minus 5% win rate. So, worst case scenario, if I want someone with a trade history of at least 52% win rate on a year, I can consider the person profitable if he has at least 62% win rate for a 3 month trade history. I think any trade history less than 3 months is just useless. So make sure you are careful and you don't just consider a mentor to be profitable because they are licensed. Because what they're actually supposed to do is to only license people who are profitable. But now in countries with significant amount of corruption, you have to be more careful. And also, even if the country does not have corruption, still don't pay for any paid services like signals or lessons, even account management, without seeing a trade history which is really legit yourself. Although if you are to use their free content, I think you can still just back test and forward test their content to make sure they work.